a stick, a stone, it's the end of the road. The rest of the stone is a little alone. It's a
Sunday night, the Sunday night before Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, vinyl community. Here's 4 things I wanted to share with you. I posted a video a while back about some jazz finds. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with them. Decided to keep them, listen to them, trade them, sell them, go through them. Did manage to get through 4, sharing those with you. Some different types of jazz here. Jazz fusion, ECM, and so on. First was this is Horst Jankowski, Jerusalem. And, you know, Horst is a fantastic pianist. This was really a great spin. Love the label on this one, the Beverly Hills label. I would highly recommend this to anyone that want their flavor of jazz was something. This kind of reminded me of places of like Peanuts or Vince Guaraldi. Very light, very easy to take, light, easy jazz. Just but still some great things here. You know, it's dark moments, it's light, airy moments. I very happily welcome this into my jazz collection. One note, you know, you have interpretations of the Beatles, Eleanor Rigby, Simon and Garfunkel's El Condor Pasa, your huge hit, A Walk in the Black Forest, which is just amazing, amazing, amazing. What song was that? I think it's A Shadow of Lotus. I have to tell you, I was listening to this with my wife, and we both almost immediately picked up on, well, she grabbed it first, but if you're familiar with 07, and Sia did a song with 07 called Somersault back in late 90s. I don't know what it was, that song though, A Shadow of Lotus, there was huge elements of that 07 song in it. I think it definitely influenced that composition later on, 07's, not sure, but highly recommended. Again, easy piano jazz, some dark moments, very Guaraldi-ish. Just a great album. I can't wait to add this one to the shelf. I think this will get a lot of spins. Vasant Rai, Spring Flowers. I have to admit, I didn't care for this. This is on Vanguard. You know, Vasant, of course, a master of what he did, no question, when it came to Indian sounds and Indian music. And Vasant did some teachings with the research that I did to George Harrison with his use or influence in Eastern Indian music. It just didn't work for me. You know what? I might be tainted from eating at Indian restaurants. I don't know. I'm not saying the record made me hungry or made me want, you know, any type of buffet or curries or. Hey, it didn't work. I couldn't get into it. This one I won't be keeping. If there's any interest out there in the VC and anyone that can appreciate this more than I do, something you want to trade, you know, shoot me a PM, shoot me an email, let me know. I didn't care for it. I actually only got through side 1. It wasn't happening. On the other hand, though, Charlie Rouse Band, Cinnamon Flower. Charlie heads back home, stops in Brazil, and Cinnamon Flower is born. And, you know, Charlie's been really everywhere. He's played, right, with Dizzy Gillespie, Count Basie, Thelonious Monk, and then you name it. And this, on the other hand, was fantastic. This is not meant to be authentic Brazilian music or bossa nova by any means, but just his collective interpretation of what that might be, and of course bringing Brazilian musicians on board. I thought this had a ton of energy. If you remember those upbeat scenes, and sometimes in the Cosby Show where there was just upbeat jazz that accompanied some of their pieces, this was vaguely familiar of that. Certainly a lot of R&B elements here and some rock elements as well. I loved this. I thought this was fantastic. Definitely had some of that Thelonious influence from all the decade or so that Charlie spent with Thelonious Monk, who's also brilliant, was present here, but very, very good. I guess you could say jazz fusion to some degree on the lighter side, but it was just a great jazz record. Not that old piano jazz, but just killer stuff, man. Killer modern jazz, maybe. I don't want to get into all the jazz labels, but highly recommended. Pick it up. A great, easy listen. And last, there's been a lot of ECM floating around the BC lately. And this is one that I pulled and listened to tonight. Bill Connors of Mist and Melting. Bill, of course, an absolute genius of the guitars. I showed in one of my last videos, Return to Forever's LP. And of course, Bill played on that. And this is Bill's of Mist and Melting. This is an ECM release. Bill playing acoustic guitar here. Perhaps, and there's the ECM label. Jan Gavarek here as well. Sorry, blank for a minute. And Jan, Jan shaped ECM's sound without question, in my opinion, anyways. And I want to say this is almost more of a Jan record. Jan playing saxophone here, and the reason I say that is because this was without question an absolute saxophone record. Bill's definitely there, and Bill's a brilliant guitarist, and you could hear him certainly in the different distinct channels and in the background. But Jan simply takes this record over with his sax parts, I thought. And they're brilliant, and they're great, and it's fantastic. It's a smoky, smooth sax record. It was great. It was a great listen. I was glad I picked it up. I'm not sure how often it will get played. It seems like maybe a background late at night listen. Not sure. Shoot me a PM if you know more than I know about it, or if it's something you're interested in. If the trade's right, I'm certainly all over it. Anyways, thanks for spending a few minutes with me tonight, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. I'll talk to everyone soon. Ciao.